From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's H.M. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That is Omar Norman Lott there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. They're going to work this down inside the 45. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Tua, going to give it to H.M. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on him. Taken down after a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with H.M. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Once again, it's H.M. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
All right. Double word high.
Tua gonna throw. That one complete to A.T. Perry. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run it here. It's H.M. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing is Tua. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
This one caught by Wallace. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle thing. there's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A handoff to Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. They're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10.
Follow these two.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On second down, Mahomes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, and he finds Worthy. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. This one just too far for the receiver in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Play action, it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Now first down throw for Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end Waller. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Miami. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
We haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
This ball batted away. That's incomplete. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up. So, after two straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. Quick throw, taken in, and he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? They snap it to Tua. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now a screen set up for Achane. And he'll lose yardage here. This defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. Darren Waller. Touchdown, Dolphins. The point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Gray gonna return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Hey, 43, right. I'll go a little left. I don't need to. 15.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That is caught aside by Waddle. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Gray gonna return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I don't need to.
Mahomes on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On first down, here's Tungo Bailoa to throw. And he finds Tyreek. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
In motion, it's Waddle. A shotgun snap for Tua. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Gray gonna return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes back. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught. He gets the hook up with grace. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again here to Pacheco. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Matthew Judon there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Hey, Ripley. I go on. Attack.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard
On
line.
1st down, it's Mahomes. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For
Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And they do not cut into the deficit. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First down throw for Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
As he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yellow.
Patrick to throw. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready, shot.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tua. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And 3rd down coming up.
Get right here.
To throw is Tua. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 36 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Ready. Ready. Hey, 20. Watch it, Oscar.
Again, it's Tua. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the air again, Tungo Vailoa. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a 1st down.
Go ahead. Out.
A run up the middle with H.N. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4.
It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Go ahead. Out.
Here's a give to H.N. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Get set. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Out.
They'll run this one straight ahead with H.N. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Devon H.N. Touchdown, Miami. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Fight on these two. Go up.
1st down throw. Mahomes. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Royals. And And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's second down.
There defensively.
Yellow.
Throwing now, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And that, a thing of beauty. He's in. Gavard, 8-10. Touchdown, Dolphins. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Handoff, running left, it's Pacheco. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
You want to see more, but you only see so life slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a bug. You still feel paralyzed above century. Friends just having kids ain't adding up.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is 3rd and long. Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Hey, 43, 43.
Now Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Dolphins first down.
All right, come on. 18.
On first and 10, here's Tua. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down.
Connor, long. They're right here. 20, TS.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Come on, 2.
They'll send a man in motion left. Throwing again, it's Tua. On the run to the right. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
All right. 18. What's out?
A shotgun snap for 2. He's got it at the 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal.
Get set. 18.
Receiver in motion, headed left. H-Ad. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Sanders' kick is good. And And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Ray going to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Packers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Yellow, yellow. That's a lot, 15. Right side.
Now, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Tyquan Thornton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard.
Right side.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is hard. He gets the hook up with strikes. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Xavier Worthy. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 42-yard
From the
line.
42-yard line. Here's second down and 4.
Hey, yellow. That's a lot, Right side.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Yellow. Side.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow. Yellow. That's a lot, 43. 43. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's a lot, right? Right side.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. There's that man again. Another catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That's taken in, and this is going to work out. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
At the 21-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw again. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will score! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown's hasty.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit.
Chiefs 14.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 2. First down, and that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First down, Miami.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.